In the times of King Solomon, renowned for his God-given wisdom, there was a secret known only to a few. Among the king's many treasures was a key forged from pure gold, with inscriptions that glowed like fire when exposed to light. It was called the Key of Solomon. It was said to be more than just an object. It was a tool of connection between the physical and the spiritual worlds. The lost oracle. Once, while Solomon prayed in the temple, an angel appeared to him in a dream, bringing a message about the key's divine purpose. Solomon, the Lord has granted you this key to protect the balance between good and evil. But beware, if used by unworthy hands, it may bring destruction. Solomon understood that the key must remain hidden and used solely for divine purpose. Thus, he sealed it within a chamber deep in his palace, accessible only by those possessing the wisdom of the king himself. The betrayal of the general. Years later, one of his generals named Azariel heard tales of the key's power. Ambitious, he devised a plan to steal it, believing it could render him invincible. Azariel was cunning and managed to deceive the palace guards, but upon opening the chamber, he found an enigma inscribed upon its lid. He who seeks power for himself shall find his ruin, but he who seeks wisdom shall find the way. Ignoring the warning, Azariel forced the chamber open and seized the key. Upon holding it, he was overtaken by a terrifying vision. The vision showed chaos, destruction, and his own downfall. Frightened, he attempted to release it, but the key was bound to his hand. Solomon's intervention. King Solomon, alerted by the Holy Spirit, confronted Azariel in the temple. He looked deeply into the general's eyes and said, "You do not understand what is in your hands. Power without wisdom is like fire in the hands of a child." Solomon raised his hands to the heavens and prayed. The key glowed intensely and released itself from Azariel's grasp, returning to the king. Azariel fell to his knees, repentant, and asked for forgiveness. The true purpose of the key. That night, Solomon asked the Lord about the true purpose of the key. God replied, "The key is not to open physical doors, but to open the hearts of those seeking truth." It is a symbol that power without love and wisdom is empty. Solomon then decided to hide the key in a place only the pure of heart could find it. It is said to be lost to this day, waiting for someone worthy to understand its meaning. This story reminds us that true power does not lie in material things, but in the knowledge and wisdom that come from God. The Key of Solomon, whether symbolic or real, calls upon us to seek the balance between power and humility.